All right, so you want to make that crypto work a little harder for you, right?
I bet you do.
Who doesn't? Well, today we're diving into Binance Simple Earn.
Yeah.
We're going to break down how it all works, the benefits, the whole nine yards, so you can really make the most of it. No crypto PhD required.
Exactly. And the best part is Binance Support actually has this awesome explainer that really lays it all out. I mean, who better to explain it than the people who run it, you know?
Makes sense to me. Okay, so first things first, what will a simple earn? Sounds pretty straightforward. You put your crypto in and it just earns rewards. Is there like a catch or something?
Honestly, it really is that simple. Think of it like a high-yield savings account, but for your crypto. You've got two main options: flexible terms, so you can access your funds whenever, or locked terms, where you commit for a certain period, usually for a bit higher rewards.
Ah, so it's all about choices, huh? Quick
That's
access or potentially bigger rewards.
I like it.
But wait a minute, didn't Binance used to have like separate things for savings and staking?
Yeah, they did, but they streamlined everything. Now it's all under Simpler. No more jumping between platforms. It's so much easier.
Hmm.
And if you already had funds in flexible savings or locked staking, they automatically transition them over to Simple Earn, so you don't even have to do anything.
Okay, so less hassle, more earning potential. I'm liking this more and more. But here's the big question everyone's thinking. How can they afford to pay these daily rewards? It sounds almost too good to be true.
Right, I know that's what I thought too. But basically, Binance uses their own funds, and they also have these smart strategies to generate those rewards.
Okay, so spill the beans. What are these strategies? What are they doing with their crypto?
Well, one way is through something called on-chain staking. It's kind of like you're lending your crypto to support these different blockchain networks, and in return, you get rewarded.
So we're like lending a hand to the crypto world and getting paid for it.
Exactly. Binance is really careful about choosing reliable staking pools, and they even run their own validators to make sure everything is super secure.
So they're not just throwing our crypto into some random pool and hoping for the best.
Oh, definitely not. They have really strict processes to make sure everything is safe and sound. They might also use some of the deposited assets for other things within Binance, like lending. But even then, they have safeguards to protect everyone's funds.
Okay, so it's not all just staking. Got it. Anything else they do to generate those rewards?
Yeah, sometimes they partner up with different projects and run these promotional campaigns. That's when you'll see those really attractive APRs for a limited time. You know, it's a chance to really boost your earnings.
Interesting. Okay, so partnerships, smart strategies, got it.
Mhm.
But how do they decide what APR to offer in the first place? Is it like a random number generator or something?
No, not random at all. They're always analyzing the market, seeing what their competitors are offering, and making sure that the rewards are sustainable long term. They also have this thing called a promotional rewards reserve. It's kind of like their secret weapon.
Ooh, a secret weapon. I like it. What's that all
Oh.
about?
It allows them to boost the APRs for specific cryptos for a short period, make things a bit more exciting and rewarding for users. And remember, we talked about the different types of APRs earlier: flexible and locked.
Yeah, I remember. So what's the difference again?
With flexible products, you'll see real-time APR, which can change a bit, and bonus tiered APR, which can give you a boost depending on how much you deposit. And then locked products have a locked APR, which is usually a higher cause you're committing for longer. We don't need to get into the nitty-gritty calculations here, but Binance Support has some really good FAQs if you want to dive deeper.
Okay, so flexible APRs offer more flexibility. Locked APRs offer potentially bigger rewards. Makes sense.
Exactly. It really just depends on what you're looking for in your own personal goals.
Awesome. So we've learned what Simple Earn is, how it works, and a bit about those APRs. But how do we actually USE this thing?
Mm.
We'll uncover all that and more in part 2 of our deep dive, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Binance Simple Earn.
All right, so we've talked about how Simple Earn works, where the rewards come from, all that good stuff. But let's get down to brass tacks. How do you actually use it? Asking for a friend who may or may not be technologically challenged.
Don't worry, they made it super easy to use. It's basically like online banking, but for growing your crypto.
Okay, so walk me through it. Pretend I've never even seen crypto before.
All right, so first you log into your Binance account. You'll see an Earn section. Find the Simple Earn option, click it, and bam, you're in. You'll see a list of all the products they offer.
And this is where I choose between flexible and locked terms, right? Like short-term versus long-term commitment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got it. They have separate tabs for flexible and locked products. Just take a look around and see what fits your needs and your risk tolerance.
All right, let's say I'm feeling adventurous and I go for a flexible product. What am I going to see there?
Each product listing will show you the crypto you can deposit, the current APR, that's the interest rate you'll earn, and it'll also show you any limits on how much you can put in.
Okay, so it's all laid out nice and clear. And I assume the locked products will have similar info, but with details about the lockup period.
Exactly. You'll see how long the lockup is, and they even give you an estimate of how much you could earn by the end.
Cool. So once I've found a product that I like, what do I do next?
Just hit that subscribe button, enter how much crypto you want to deposit, confirm it, and that's it. Your crypto is officially working for you.
Wow. That really is simple. And can I see how my earnings are doing manage everything all in one place?
Absolutely. And here's the best part about flexible products. If you change your mind, you can redeem your funds anytime. Just head back to the Simple Earn section, find the product, click Redeem, and choose how much you want back.
And that goes straight back to my spot wallet, ready to trade or withdraw.
Exactly, you're in total control. Now, lock products obviously aren't as instant since you're committing for a set period.
Right. No impulsive withdrawals
Yeah.
there. But what if something comes up and I need that crypto back before the lockup ends? Am I just out of luck?
Not necessarily. Most locked products on Binance Simple Earn have an early redemption option. But there's a catch. You'll probably lose any rewards you've earned up to that point.
So it's like breaking a fixed-term deposit. You might lose some interest. Got it.
Exactly. It's all about finding that sweet spot between maximizing your rewards and having that flexibility when you need it. But let's be real, no investment is completely risk-free, right? What are some things people should be aware of with Simple Earn?
Yeah. Got to stay grounded here. What are the potential downsides?
Well, the biggest one is market volatility. Crypto prices can go up and down, so if the value of your crypto drops, you could potentially lose money.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the beast. High risk, high reward.
Exactly. Another thing to consider is platform risk. Binance is a huge, well-established exchange, but there's always a theoretical risk that something could happen. It's important to remember that just like any investment, you need to do your research and manage your risk.
Makes sense. Do you research to understand the risks? Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Those are the golden rules.
Absolutely. But even with all that knowledge, sometimes you just need a little help. Does Binance offer any support for Simple Earn users?
Yeah, it's a great question. What if I get stuck or have a question in the middle of the night?
Don't worry, they've got you covered. Binance has a fantastic support system. They have a huge FAQ section, tons of helpful guides, and even 24/7 customer support chat.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So no matter what time it is, I can get help if I need it.
Yep. They really prioritize making the whole experience as smooth and accessible as possible. They want everyone to feel confident using Simple Earn and watching their crypto grow.
Okay, so we've talked about how to use it, the different product types, the risks. But what about choosing which crypto to actually put in Simple Earn? I mean, there are so many options.
The million-dollar question. And you're right, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. The best choice really depends on your circumstances, your risk tolerance, your goals.
Right. It's not like there's a magic crystal ball that tells you which crypto is going to moon next.
If only. But there are definitely some things to consider that can help you make a smart decision.
Okay, so walk me through it. What should I be thinking about when choosing a crypto for Simple Earn?
First and foremost, research the crypto itself. Understand what it's used for, who's behind it, how big it is in the market, its overall track record. Do your due diligence.
Right. Don't just chase the highest APR. Actually understand what you're putting your money into.
Exactly. Then think about your risk tolerance. Are you comfortable with those more volatile assets that could potentially bring big rewards but also big losses? Or do you prefer something a bit more stable and predictable?
Good point. It really depends on your personality and how much risk you can stomach.
And lastly, don't forget about your goals. What are you hoping to achieve with this Simple Earn investment? Short-term gains, long-term growth saving for something specific.
Right. My goals are definitely going to influence which assets I choose, and whether I go for flexible or locked terms, it's all connected.
Exactly. Do your homework, understand the risks, and make sure your investment choices align with your overall financial plan.
All right. I'm feeling much more confident about this whole Simple Earn thing now, but we've covered a lot of ground in this part. Let's take a quick breather here, and we'll be back in part 3 to answer some more of your burning questions and maybe even throw in a few of our own personal tips for maximizing those Simple Earn rewards.
Sounds good.
All right, welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into Binance Simple Earn. By now, you should be feeling like a Simple Earn pro. We've covered how it works, what to look out for, the whole shebang, but now it's time to tackle some of those burning questions you've all been sending in. We picked out a few that we thought would resonate with everyone.
Yeah, I always love this part. It's a chance to really get into the details and, clear up any confusion.
Exactly. All right, so let's jump right in. This first question is from Sarah, and it's a big one. What happens to my crypto while it's in Simple Earn? Is it safe? But I think we all want that reassurance.
Oh, for sure. It's a totally valid question. Security is like the most important thing when it comes to crypto, right? So, as we mentioned earlier, Binance uses the crypto deposited in Simple Earn for a few different things like on-chain staking, some internal operations. But they have these super tight security and risk management protocols in place.
So it's not just like floating around in the digital void somewhere.
Definitely not. Binance has a really strong reputation for security. They've put a lot of resources into protecting user funds. We're talking multi-layered security systems, cold storage for a big chunk of their assets, and they're constantly undergoing these security audits to make sure everything is top-notch.
Okay, that definitely makes me feel better. All right, next up we have David, who asks, are the rewards from Simple Earn guaranteed? What if Binance can't generate enough returns to pay out the promised APR? Another great question.
Yeah, it's a smart one. And to be completely honest, no investment, whether it's crypto or something else, can guarantee returns. Binance does everything they can to keep those rewards coming, and they have multiple sources of income to support Simple Earn. But those APRs can change, market conditions and all that.
So those APRs we see listed, they're not set in stone. They can go up or down.
Exactly. They'll usually adjust them based on, what's happening in the market, how their different operations are performing, all sorts of factors. It's about finding that balance between offering good rates and making sure the whole thing is sustainable.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like interest rates on a savings account. They can fluctuate too. Okay, last question for today. This one comes from Maria, who asks, what's your personal strategy for using Simple Earn? Any tips for the average Joe who wants to maximize those rewards?
Well, my personal philosophy is don't put all your eggs in one basket. I like to spread my crypto across different assets and different products, a little inflexible for quick access, some in locked for those potentially higher returns.
Diversification, a classic strategy.
Exactly. I also try to stay informed, keep up with the market trends news about the specific cryptos I'm interested in. Knowledge is power, especially in this space.
I'm right there with you. Always got to be learning and staying up to date.
And lastly, don't be afraid to experiment a little. This market is constantly changing, so what works today might not work tomorrow. Stay flexible, keep learning, and adjust your strategy as needed.
Awesome advice. Well, folks, there you have it. I think we've officially demystified Binance Simple Earn. We've explored how it works, the different options you have, the potential risks, and even some pro tips to help you maximize those sweet, sweet rewards.
We hope you feel confident and empowered to make informed decisions about your crypto investments now. Remember, do your research, understand your own risk tolerance, and find a strategy that aligns with your financial goals.
And never stop learning, right? There's always something new to discover in the world of crypto. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into a brand new topic. Until then, happy earning everyone at once.